What is War of Rights? War of Rights is an upcoming multiplayer, first-person game set during the perilous days of the American Civil War in the Maryland campaign. It is being developed by Campfire Games, who is devoted to present the gruesome and glorious elements of the period, while maintaining the highest level of historical accuracy and realism as possible with the wonders of CryEngine. This game is like no other. Players from around the world will be able to fight through the streets of Harper's Ferry, in the wooded heights of Fox's Gap at South Mountain, or in the wheat field and bloody lane of Antietam. Players will be able to feel the whiz of the mini-ball and the artillery shells that fly by, possibly hitting their comrades next to them or themselves as they scream until there's no life left in them. Limbs will fly and bodies will fall, thanks to the Campfire Games for bringing a long-awaited time period to your screen. Players will be able to create and join many different regiments that actually fought during these gruesome engagements, including some notable regiments like the 1st Texas, 27th North Carolina, 6th Wisconsin, and 20th Maine. Inside these regiments, players will be able to choose different classes, whether they want to slug it out as a lowly private, raise the morale as a flag bearer, or lead a charge as a captain. Each soldier's uniform and bodily features will be fully customizable for other players to distinguish you as you march and fight in the lines of battles according to the tactics of the period. There will also be higher roles like the general that will be playable for players to be able to send out orders for regiments to attack, defend, or fall back. These orders will be passed down from each level of command all the way to the lowly privates. When you first step onto the battlefield, you'll notice how large the maps are. Some maps will be only across a small hill and river all the way to a full-scale battlefield. War of Rights allows you to participate in many different operations that took place during the Maryland campaign. The developers actually took many historical locations on the battlefield and placed them in the game for players to fight over, which includes the confluence of the Potomac and Shenandoah rivers, the ridge lines of South Mountain, and the meandering waters of the Antietam Creek. At this time, the game is only in technical alpha, which means the game is still being developed, but at the same time you and your comrades will be able to march, shoot, run around whatever nation's camp you're playing in. There is almost a drill for a company every day, which means you will most likely find a group of players on at any time. Some members of the War of Rights community tries to set up an event so they can attract lots of players on both sides of the war, Union and Confederate alike, to march and shoot together on whatever server they choose. These events are such a great time to talk to many of the different companies that are currently present in the game. Some of these companies come from many different games, including Total War, Mount and Blade Warband, and Ultimate General. I personally met my group from Warband Mod, North and South 1st Manassas. About 2 weeks ago, the developers of War of Rights released their alpha stage, which included skirmishes, a long-awaited part of the game where you can actually shoot and kill your opponents, unlike in Drill Camp, where there's only drilling to be done. Even though the game is only in its early stage of alpha, the game is looking to come out as one of the best historical-based titles ever to be released. Further along in development, the developers are looking to add every component of the Civil War in the game, including cavalry, artillery, and musicians, each with their different roles and play styles. When all these elements will be implemented, this game will truly represent the Civil War in a video game. One of the selling points War of Rights has is how authentic the game is, how realistic it looks. Not many games can match that, especially like Napoleonic Wars for Mount and Blade Warband. Even though Napoleonic Wars is a great game, I've played it for many hours, it cannot match the realism and authenticity that War of Rights has. Unlike other games, War of Rights community is really welcoming. They love to have new players, new people to play with, new people to drill with, and new people to shoot with. Will you heed the Union call against the traitors, or will you fight to defend your family and livelihood with Confederacy? You decide. And I'll see you next time.